attained a master's degree from the University of Kentucky. He presently is the livestock judging coach and ag instructor at Hutchinson Community College in Hutchinson, Kansas. He also is part owner of Austin Family Show Pigs, where his family and himself run 5 to 10 pure and cross sows. His favorite part of the livestock industry, the youth showcasing their talents and abilities through the show ring. Getting the opportunity to network and build relationships through the show ring made me who I am today. I enjoy seeing young people break out of their comfort zone and grow through youth livestock events. To all exhibitors, first or last, always continue to work harder and get better. Ease is a greater threat to a growth mindset than a hardship. Your efforts will pay off. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would, put your hands together for Mr. Kane Austin, who will be doing our showmanship today. Thanks for being here, Kane.
Well, good afternoon. Certainly a pleasure to step in Denver, Colorado, and sort the National Western Showmanship. And I've been looking forward to this one a long time since Aaron called last June or July. It's been one that I kind of had circled on the calendar, and definitely am looking forward to the opportunity. One thing that I can promise you is every kid that comes through is going to get a fair look and a fair shake. We're going to try and move through them as efficiently as possible because I know that they're going to turn around and show these bears tomorrow, and I don't want to wear anything out by any means. But I think that we've got an awesome group. If this is any indication of what the rest of our afternoon is going to look like, it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's just like I expected it would be, very, very competitive. Got an awesome group of juniors here to start off with here in our first heat. We're going to take back 3 out of this particular class, and for our final drive, I think 3 young people that just are very consistent, have a good first impression coming out of the gate, kind of make fewer mistakes and find the open areas to the best of their ability in relation to their contemporaries. Young man right here in front of me, with the loud colored shirt with the calico hog, is going to come back and join us for that final drive. Young man driving right at us here with the wide belted bear is going to come back and join us there for our top 10. I think both of them really did an outstanding job from start to finish. And our young lady right here in the white sweater with the blue bear will come back. Those are the 3 out of this particular class. Just to kind of mention some honorable mentions, young lady shaking my hand right here, coming out of the gate, did an excellent job. Maybe the longer longer. We went out here, got a little further away, maybe didn't see that young lady get her hug to the open spot quite as much as I would have liked. The other young lady there in the black vest driving the land race for the Chester Appearing Bear there, young lady that did a great job in terms of keeping the hug moving at a steady pace, maybe just the longer again that we didn't get to those open areas quite as consistently. Again, excellent group of young people to work with here in the first class. If you would please put your hands together, show them your appreciation as they head back to the barn.
The three exhibitors out of heat number 1 that will be coming back, Brendan Gross, Journey Mullenhoff, and Trig Stoller. They'll be coming back for the champion drive. In the ring is heat number 2. Watch renowned Andis livestock grooming educator Kirk Steerwalt demonstrate cattle fitting in the Beef Palace auction arena. Kirk will explain the latest techniques to get award-winning results from your Andis tools. Check your schedule for dates and times. The Colorado Farm Show is proud to support the National Western Stock Show, and they invite you to attend the 56th Colorado Farm Show, January 28th, 29th, and 30th at Island Grove Regional Event Center in Greeley, Colorado. If you eat it, drink it, or wear it, agriculture produced it. Colorado Farm Show brochures are available ringside or at the announcer stand. Complete details are online at www.coloradofarmshow.com. John Deere is the official agricultural and turf equipment provider of the National Western Stock Show. Visit your local John Deere dealer for great deals now, and remember, Nothing runs like a deer.
We get into your second class here of juniors, and I think really an outstanding group from top to bottom as they come out to do a lot of good things. And I think the longer we drive them out here, some of them that maybe didn't get off to a great first impression really kind of picked up their game and got some good looks the longer that we drove out here, and that's certainly commending those young people for coming out and just getting stronger the longer the drive goes on. I think it's again a really tough decision to make, and we're going to stick with that 3 number. I think there's probably 5 of them that are right there, so 2 of them that I think did some good things, and we'll mention them. The 3 that will come back and join us for our final drive just kind of separated themselves from the beginning, I felt like, and just were very consistent from start to finish. Young man driving at me here with the red barrel is going to come back and join us for our final drive. Congratulations to him. Young lady in the orange shirt with the belted barrel going across the center of the ring there is going to come back and join us there for our top 10 in just a little bit. And then our young lady right here in the paisley shirt with the belted barrel. Those were the 3 that coming out of the gate were very, very solid and consistent. A couple honorable mentions. Had a young man here with the solid black barrel. Came out with great eye contact, intensity. Thought he did an awesome job showing me some views. Maybe got cut off a couple times, and just because of that, didn't get the best views the longer we went out here. And then one that was maybe a little different. The young man in the yellow shirt with the Burke barrel there, maybe coming out of the gate, didn't hit me with a great first impression, but the longer we went, you definitely kept your head up and kept driving as best you could. So commend that young man certainly for doing an excellent job from start to finish. Again, one more time, put your hands together for him if you would. Great group to work through here in this second heat.
Results of heat number 2, the 3 that will be coming back in. Ellie Clift, Allie Necht, and Max Heimer. Those are the 3 that will be coming back in for the champion drive. Class number 3 is entering the ring. Class 3 is entering the ring. Murdoch can take care of all your needs in one stop. From jeans and boots to feed and fencing, hardware and tack, and so much more. Find a store near you at murdochs.com. Saunders Construction was locally founded in 1972 and is now one of the largest and most stable construction companies in Colorado. Saunders offers well paid positions with opportunities for career growth. Visit us at www.saundersincorporated.com for information on career opportunities. Weaver Livestock is committed to helping you be the very best you can be. Stop by their trailer on the hill to check out their full line of show supplies backed by industry experts. Weaver is devoted to fueling your enthusiasm for showing livestock with educational clinics and innovative products here at the National Western.
Again, an excellent heat of juniors here in class number 3. I think, five, six of them that come out and hit me really, really hard with that first impression that we're after. Eye contact, intensity's all there. The longer we go out here, maybe just in terms of some hogs wanting to break down just a little bit. And, a lot of times that's no fault of the exhibitor, just those things happen. And, it does take two to tango out here and ultimately kind of stay smooth and look in the part. The 3 that we're going to bring back, I thought, just did a nice job of being able to maintain that speed, get to the right spot, and give me the most views in terms of getting to the places that I was looking and avoid the problem areas. Young lady on the far side there with a landrace barrow is going to come back and join us. Thought she did a great job of finding those open spots. Got a young lady right here with a Yorkshire Pyrenean barrow that's incredibly intense and love that eye contact. And then our young lady right here with the belted hog in the red shirt. I thought those 3 kind of separated themselves in this particular heat in terms of just getting to the spot they needed to. Just again, a couple honorable mentions. Young man here in front of us, feel bad for him. Barrow wanted to break down just a little bit and get a little more fired up, and because of that, weren't able to quite get as many good looks of him. But coming out, he was definitely one that was in consideration and hit me with that first impression. Love his intensity. Thing that I want to commend him for is whenever his barrow started to break down, he didn't overwork him. He didn't overuse his whip. He showed good stockmanship, and certainly want to commend him for that. The other one that I want to just honorable mention here real quick, we got a young man there in the blue shirt with the blue hog that came out, did an awesome job with eye contact. Maybe at times the barrow's just a little more stop and go, and we didn't get the best looks at him the longer we went out here, but certainly thought coming out of the gate he was going to be in contention. Again, an excellent group from top to bottom. Let's put our hands together for them, if you would, as they head back. Excellent group of young people to work with.
The 3 that will be coming back out of heat number 3, Brinley Coriel, Erica Newhouse, Presley Shanahan. Next in the ring is heat number 4. Heat number 4 will be entering the ring next. Superior Farms is proud to help sponsor the National Western Stock Show. We invite you to see more about how we help family farms. See the video at superiorfarms.com. If you're looking for that edge in the show ring, consider the all-new Blue Ribbon 2 blocking blade from Andis. Designed for competition, the Andis Blue Ribbon 2 blocking blade delivers a new level of performance with improved hair feed and clean show-stopping lines. Stop by your authorized Andis dealer and see it today.
We get into your fourth and final heat here of juniors again, just as competitive as the other three, and young people that come out and definitely position themselves in the right spots to get the open looks and just trying to avoid the problem areas. I think that those are the ones that ultimately kind of surface, in my opinion, and I just get to see a little more consistently doing the right thing. We're going to take three of them again and keep it kind of an even 12 there for our final drive to sort through. And I think three young people that just kind of come out and do their thing and get to the open spots. Really didn't catch them making a whole lot of mistakes. Ultimately makes them look just a notch more consistent in terms of the way that I evaluate showmanship. Young lady right here with kind of an off-belted barrel is going to come back and join us for our final drive. Thought she did a great job finding the open areas. The young man there with the calico barrel and the blue vest here is going to come back and join us there for our final heat. Another one that did very solid from start to finish. And then our young lady over here with kind of a thin-belted sock-footed barrel will come back. Those three out of this particular class kind of surface. Just, again, some honorable mentions because these classes are competitive, and these kids, in my opinion, kind of need some recognition, even if they don't make our final drive. We had a young lady here with the belted barrel that did a good job with eye contact. That barrel's just a little tougher to get drove, and because of that, probably gets hung up in some problem areas the longer that we go out here, but she did a good job not overworking him. Had a young lady over here that's got a landrace barrel that did a really, really good job with eye contact. Appreciate the fact that she's able to get out here and give me some side views. Maybe at times, again, just kind of got hung up with the crowd. Maybe would have liked to see her get to the open spot just a shot more consistent if we could have. Again, excellent group to work through. Put your hands together for them if you would as they head back to the ring. Really fun group to sort.
Next in the ring is the champion drive of junior showmanship. Colorado Farm Show is proud to support the National Western Stock Show, and they invite you to attend the 56th Colorado Farm Show January 28th, 29th, and 30th at Island Grove Regional Event Center in Greeley, Colorado. If you eat it, drink it, or wear it, agriculture produced it. Colorado Farm Show brochures are available ringside or at the announcer stand. Complete details are online at www.coloradofarmshow.com. John Deere is the official agricultural and turf equipment provider of the National Western Stock Show. Visit your local John Deere dealer for great deals now, and remember, nothing runs like a Deere.
You five out here, our top five, you can just shut them down just a second. I like to kind of go through and talk whenever we have a top 10 and just kind of give you a little bit of insight as to what I saw. And I know we had 12, and our two young ladies here, and 11 and 12 maybe aren't going to make the money, so to speak, but definitely deserve to be out here. Made it out of excellent classes that were extremely deep. Please put your hands together for our young ladies right here. Thought they did an outstanding job from start to finish. And as we talked to him just a little bit, the young lady with the blue barrel just maybe at times got a little farther away. Barrel wanted to just be a little more cantankerous for her there towards the end, but she did a great job keeping a good head on her shoulders and keeping composed. Young lady here, kind of a similar story. Maybe at times just got a nickel farther away, but definitely came out, hit me with a good first impression, kept great eye contact the whole way through. Our young man there in 10, I thought he did an excellent job of just staying relaxed. He hits me as kind of a laid-back dude that never gets out of whack, out of sorts. So maybe at times his barrel wanted to just be a little more stubborn and was a little tougher to get his head up at times. So we didn't get the most consistent look the longer that we were out here. But thought he did a great job of just staying composed. Young lady right here, similar story as a few that we talked about. Excellent job coming out of the gate. Great eye contact. Love your intensity. The longer we went, the barrel maybe wanted to get just a little faster pace on you. And because of that, didn't look quite as smooth. Got to some areas with a little more traffic, but did an excellent job from start to finish. I feel bad for the young lady here in this particular pin that ends up 8th because we talked with her. She's about as intense as they come. Excellent eye contact. Love the fact that she kept that hog moving for as long as she could. He just wanted to wear down on her, and because of that, they had to go ahead and put her in a pin. But the thing I talked to about her that I appreciated the most, whenever that barrel started to break down, what'd you do? You kept her cool, right? You didn't overwork him. That's good stockmanship. Definitely commend that young lady for the job that she did there in that particular pin, in pin 8. Young man here in pin 7. Pin 7. Thought he did a great job with eye contact, intensity. Gave me a few more views of that hog, honestly, than just a side view going back and forth. Gave me a chest view, gave me a rear view going away. I like some of those other views. I'll go ahead and kind of put that cat out of the bag, so I'm sure I'll get a bunch of different views in the next 2 divisions, but that young man did a great job with that. Unfortunately, just maybe because of that, we were trying to give so many views, maybe got hung up with another pig here or there, cut it a little too close whenever we went to make a turn, but certainly commend you for the effort you did. Excellent style. Really appreciate the job that young man did there in 7. And our young man in 6, in terms of eye contact, intensity, again, excellent job. Thought he did a great job as well of giving me some other views. Caught him crossing over in between myself and the pig a time or two. I guess if we were sorting a market hog show or just sorting a weight class, it probably wouldn't bother me quite as much in showmanship. I kind of like to have that pig in between you as the showman and myself as much as we possibly can. But definitely don't hang your head, young man. Excellent job, great competition. That's 6 through 12. Let's give them a big round of applause if you would. You top 5, you can fire them back up. These 5 did an excellent job, and I think just in terms of getting out here, keeping eye contact, intensity, all those things that they do, but then kind of what separated them apart from some of the rest was just not getting hung up in the problem areas, being able to find the open spots, kind of that next level thinking, if you're running a play, being able to kind of see the defense and where the holes are going to open up before they're actually there. And I think these young people did an excellent job of getting to those spots and just giving me the right views. It just comes down to little things, and honestly, I'm big on first impressions. How did they come out of the gate? Did they hit me with that look of intensity, that kind of eye of the tiger mentality? And there was a few of them that definitely did that and have just kind of stuck with me. Your champion in this division, I think, has just been solid from start to finish. We talked to him just more so to see how they interact with the question and think on their feet, not necessarily a right or wrong answer. But this young lady hit it out of the park. Young lady here with the belted hog in the red shirt is going to be your champion. Did an outstanding job from start to finish. Think it gets awfully close from there. Your reserve's going to be the young man with the red barrel. I thought he did an excellent job in terms of keeping that barrel moving, gave me some other views. He always knew where he wanted to get to. Maybe didn't have quite as much eye contact as some of the others, but he made eye contact at the right time to make sure that he knew where I was at, but kept his hog moving and found the spots to get to, and that was his main focus. Definitely commend him for the job and the effort that he did. Third's going to be the young lady here with the landrace barrel. I thought she did just an awesome job of staying smooth, staying cool, calm, and collected. Never got rattled, never got out of sorts, and her barrel just kept going and going and going. certainly appreciate the job that she did. Fourth and fifth, again, excellent young people to work with. Young lady off to my left is going to end up fourth. I thought she did a great job of keeping that bear moving. He's maybe a little more stop and go the longer we went out here, and because of that, didn't look quite as smooth, but nailed her questions, nailed it in terms of just keeping eye contact and going at the right pace. And our young lady here in fifth, again, excellent job. Love the fact she came out with great eye contact, great intensity. Again, maybe just a little more stop and go the longer we went, but that's getting awfully nitpicky on our top five. That was excellent. One more time for the juniors. Put your hands together. Really, really fun group to sort.
Results of the junior showmanship. In 10th place, Trig Stoller, Gridley, Illinois. In 9th place, Tristan Salopek, Las Cruces, New Mexico. 8th place went to Brinley Coriel, Burlington, Colorado. 7th place, Rhett Fortner, Richards, Missouri. In 6th place, Brendan Gross, Cleburne, Texas. 5th place goes to Ellie Clift, Stratford, Texas. 4th place went to Lizzie Mayberry, Fayetteville, Arkansas. 3rd place, Presley Shanahan, Downs, Illinois. 2nd place and your reserve champion goes to Max Helmer, Taylor, Missouri. And your champion and first place in the junior division, Kaylee Lugman, Hanford, California. Now in the ring is Heat 1 of the intermediates. Heat 1 of intermediates in the ring. Saunders was locally founded in 1972 and is now one of the largest and most stable construction companies in Colorado. Saunders offers well-paid positions with opportunities for career growth. Visit us at www.saundersincorporated.com for information on career opportunities. Weaver Livestock is committed to helping you be the very best you can be. Stop by their trailer on the hill to check out their full line of show supplies backed by industry experts. Weaver is devoted to fueling your enthusiasm for showing livestock with educational clinics and innovative products at the National Western.
We get started in your first heat of intermediates here, and I think an excellent way to start off this particular age group. Young people come out, and as we kind of take a step up in these age groups, as you'd expect, doing some really, really good things right off the bat. Just show a little more intensity probably throughout the group, and maybe sometimes that can kick them into overdrive and cause them to work just a little harder maybe than what they need to. I think there's two or three of them that do just an outstanding job from start to finish of kind of keeping things under control. Real quick, before we name your top three, a young man here to my right, you're not going to make our finals, but I commend you for coming out here and with an injury and being able to keep that hog moving. Absolutely, give him a big round of applause because one thing that this industry teaches us about is how to deal with things, adversity and things whenever they're maybe not going quite your way. He easily probably could have said, no, I'm going to sit back in the pens. I'm going to wait and show my bear tomorrow. Not going to do showmanship. But he keeps coming out here. He keeps working. And I definitely commend a young man for coming out here and doing an excellent job and hanging right in there with the rest of them. The three that are going to come back, I think, just from start to finish, did an awfully good job in terms of staying smooth and giving me the right views and kind of avoiding the problem areas. Young man here in the pink with the belted barrel is going to come back and join us for our final drive. He did a great job. Young lady right here with the blue barrel and kind of the black sweater is going to come back and join us there for that final heat. And then a young lady here with the white belted barrel and the orange shirt. Those are going to be the three that come out of this particular class. Again, a couple of honorable mentions. A young lady over here with the blue barrel that did a good job with eye contact, just maybe got a little too far away at times, and because of that, weren't able to get the best view of her or her bear as she got out here. Another one that, in terms of honorable mention, young lady here in kind of the white vest, I thought, again, eye contact intensity was really good. Maybe would have liked to seen that hog get in front of me just a little bit more consistently from time to time. Again, excellent group. Let's put our hands together for them as they head back for doing a great job. Good job.
Results of the junior showmanship in Heat 1, the three that will be coming back: Chloe Stevens, Morgan Clift, Aiden Necht. Superior Farms American Lamb is delicious and easy to cook. Visit superiorfarms.com for great recipes and ask for American Lamb at your favorite restaurant.
get into Heat 2 here in the intermediates, and definitely an intense group, if nothing else. So young people that come out and they are fired up to be here and definitely are driving to win. I guess if I could say one thing, group out here that we have, get back just a little bit because I think y'all want to get. We got plenty of ring. Got plenty of ring back there. If you get back off me just a little bit, I can see a little better. And then at the same time, you're not fighting through the masses. It's really hard to be able to drive through that type of congestion and get the view that you need. There was a few that were able to do it, and ultimately those are the ones that are going to come back and join us. But I think in total, this group I think just gets really really amped up. And it's easy to do. It's a big event. There's a lot on the line for these young people. The ones that are going to come back were able to stay just a notch more under control and ultimately find the open areas. So without further ado, the three that are going to come back and join us had a young man here in the pink with kind of a sock-footed barrel. Thought he did a great job from start to finish, finding those open areas, trying to stay out of the problem spots. Had a young man here driving a crossbred gilt in the sweater that's going to come back and join us there for our final heat. Excellent job to that young man. And a young man over here with the Yorkshire Piran Barrow. Those three will come back and join us there for that final drive. Just a couple honorable mentions. Young lady shaking my hand here that drove a red barrel. Thought she did a great job in terms of keeping eye contact. Loved the fact that she came out of the gate with some intensity. Maybe at times we get hung up and just lost in the shuffle a little bit. I would have liked to see her try and get back just a little bit to the open areas a little bit more. Some other young people that just in terms of honorable mention, a young man coming across the ring right now with kind of an off-belted barrel. Another one that in terms of eye contact did a great job. Would have liked to seen him probably get back just a little bit further if we could have. Another one that was right there in the mix. Young man driving at us with the solid white hog there. Did a good job again in terms of giving me some different views. Just wish we maybe could have seen him out to the center of the ring just a touch more. Again, congratulations to these exhibitors as they head back. Let's put your hands together for them and show them your appreciation on a job well done.
Those coming back out of Heat 2, Cash Vogel, Mason Forkner, and Lane Mazik. Entering the ring is heat number 3. Heat number 3 is entering the ring. Watch renowned Andis livestock grooming educator Kirk Steerwalt demonstrate cattle fitting in the Beef Palace auction arena. Kirk will explain the latest techniques to get award winning results from your Andis tools. Check your schedule for dates and times. The Colorado Farm Show is proud to support the National Western Stock Show, and they invite you to attend the 56th Colorado Farm Show January 28th, 29th, and 30th at Island Grove Regional Event Center in Greeley, Colorado. If you eat it, drink it, or wear it, agriculture produced it. Colorado Farm Show brochures are available ringside or at the announcer stand. Complete details are online at www.coloradofarmshow.com.
Get into this particular heat. I guess, in my opinion, maybe one of the deepest heats we've had all evening long, and I think there's a good handful of them in this particular crew that could certainly be pulled back and make that final drive. I think young people that just come out and they're doing the right things in this amount of time that we have to kind of evaluate them. And I guess we could make them drive and drive and drive and wear them down, or we could just keep them all and let them sort them out in the finals. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep 5 of them out of here. I think all 5 of them deserve it. They come out here, do an excellent job, and I think do the things that I'm really after. Young lady here in front of me with the belted hog is going to come back and join us out of this particular division. Got a young man over here with the belted hog that's going to come back and join us for that final drive. Young lady right here in front of me with another belted one. Young man here in the green shirt is going to come back and join us. And our young lady here in the polo shirt is going to come back and join us. Those 5, just from start to finish, did an excellent job. Definitely think they deserve to come back and join us there in that final heat. Again, just some honorable mentions. Young lady here with the blue barrel comes out, keeps good eye contact, like your intensity. Just maybe at times got a little farther away and didn't get looked at quite as well out in the center of the ring by yourself. Had a young lady on the far side there. Her barrel just wanted to get a little tight, get a little more worked up the longer we went out here. Definitely coming out of the ring, hit me with a good first impression. Just wish that hog would have hung in there and stuck with her just a little bit longer. Again, congratulations to these exhibitors. Excellent group, really fun to sort. We'll see where they stack up in our final drive in just a little bit.
The 5 that were held out of heat number 3: Chloe Mayberry, Cash Martin, Owen Bangert, Morgan Hansen, and Xander Ivy. They'll be coming back in for the champion drive. Next in the ring is heat number 4 of intermediate showman. John Deere is the official agriculture and turf equipment provider of the National Western Stock Show. Visit your local John Deere dealer for great deals now, and remember, nothing runs like a Deere. Saunders Construction was locally founded in 1972 and is now one of the largest and most stable construction companies in Colorado. Saunders offers well-paid positions with opportunities for career growth. Visit us at www.saundersincorporated.com for information on career opportunities.
Again, a good and competitive class. I think young people that come out, and definitely in terms of eye contact, intensity, they're right there where we need to be. I think the ones that ultimately are going to surface and that we're going to pull back for our finals do just a little bit better job in this particular heat of finding the right areas. Again, maybe a few of them get a touch close, and there's a few of them that I think are able to find the open spots, not get so far away that they get missed, but find the open areas and kind of avoid the traffic just to be able to give me a better view. And ultimately, those are the ones that I kind of see just more consistently, and the ones that we kind of latch on to and find for our finals. Young lady here, 11-4-18, is going to come back and join us. Thought she did a great job from start to finish in terms of being one of those that found the open spots. Had a young lady right here in the purple is going to come back with this belted hog. Did a good job as well in terms of finding the open areas while still maintaining the right amount of intensity. And the third one that's going to come back and join us out of this particular heat is a young lady here in kind of the purple, or I don't know what color, magenta you call that, but certainly did a good job. Again, just some honorable mentions. Young lady in the blue with the York Appearing Barrel did a good job in terms of eye contact, coming at me with the chest view, going away with the rear view. Just maybe got hung up a time or two with some other exhibitors as we got out here. Had a young lady on the far side, kind of a red vest there. Did a really good job of staying cool, calm, and collected. Her barrel just wanted to be a little more stop and go and break down just a little bit sooner on her than I'm sure she would have liked. Had a young lady here with the Berkshire that did a good job in terms of, again, eye contact, trying to get me the right views. Again, maybe just got hung up with some traffic from time to time. Ultimately, that's kind of what separated those out. But certainly did a good job in this particular heat of putting them together and coming out with some intensity. Let's put our hands together for them, if you would. Excellent group to sort.
The three coming back out of heat number 4, Ellie Kowalski, Grace Harkrader, and Mary Horwath. Those three will be coming back into the champion drive. Next in is heat number 5, which is our last heat of intermediates. We will do the champion drive upon completion of this heat. Heat number 5 coming in the ring. Weaver Livestock is committed to helping you be the very best you can be. Stop by their trailer on the hill to check out their full line of show supplies backed by industry experts. Weaver is devoted to fueling your enthusiasm for showing livestock with educational clinics and innovative products here at the National Western. Ready to try a delicious change? Serve your family American lamb from Superior Farms. There are so many ways to enjoy lamb with easy recipes at superiorfarms.com. If you're looking for that edge in the show ring, consider the all-new Blue Ribbon 2 blocking blade from Andis. Designed for competition, the Andis Blue Ribbon 2 blocking blade delivers a new level of performance with improved hair feed and clean show-stopping lines. Stop by your authorized Andis dealer and see it today.
Again, a really deep and competitive class and a good way to end in this particular division, the intermediate division. I think young people that come out and definitely want it real bad, and you can tell just in their face, their intensity that it's game on and it's time to get after it. And yet at the same time, I think this group did a really nice job of not overworking their hogs. We got a few maybe that hogs that come out here and maybe got a little tight or got a little hot, a little quick on some of these young people. But there's a few of them that are going to make our finals that did a nice job of still not overthinking it, not getting ramped up, and still kept the speed they needed to come out here and do the best that they could, and still got to the right spots to get the right looks. So we're going to keep 4 out of this particular class. That should put our number around 18 or so for the final drive, and I think 18 young people that are definitely deserving. Young man right here in kind of the paisley shirt with the belted gilt's going to come back and join us there for our final heat. Congratulations to him on doing an excellent job. Got a young lady coming at us right here in the pink sweater with the belted hog will come back and join us there for our final drive. Congratulations to her. Got a young lady across the way there in the white shirt with the belted barrel is going to come back out of this particular class and join us for that final heat. The fourth one that'll come back out of this particular drive is a young lady here in the red with the Duroc barrel. I think did an excellent job from start to finish keeping those hogs moving. Again, just in terms of some honorable mentions, had a young man here coming to shake my hand in the black sweater. Driving a red hog that did a good job with eye contact and gave me the right views. Maybe at times got hung up with some traffic, and because of that, maybe didn't get the best look of him from start to finish. Had a young man over here with kind of an off-belted barrel. Did an excellent job as well in terms of just being cool, calm, and collected. Maybe at times didn't have quite enough intensity and didn't see you quite as much to the center of the ring as what we would have liked to if we could have, but certainly appreciate the fact you didn't overwork your hog. And then the young lady there in the black shirt with the Duroc barrel, I thought she did an excellent job as well in terms of eye contact. Maybe again at times the barrel's just a little more stop and go. And because of that, didn't look quite as smooth going across the ring. But an excellent group of young people to work with. Please put your hands together for them as they go back to the barn. Going to be a really tough but really fun group of intermediates to sort through here in our final drive.
Those individuals that will be coming back out of heat number 5. Madison Kelly, Kylie Kaiser, Kenya Crawford, and Parker Franz. So next in the ring is the championship drive of the intermediate showman. Championship drive of intermediate showman, you need to be in the holding area. The Colorado Farm Show is proud to support the National Western Stock Show, and they invite you to attend the 56th Colorado Farm Show January 28th, 29th, and 30th at Island Grove Regional Event Center in Greeley, Colorado. If you eat it, drink it, or wear it, agriculture produced it. Colorado Farm Show brochures are available ringside or at the announcer stand. Complete details are online at www.coloradofarmshow.com.
Folks, I know as they head back to the barn, those 8, I'm sure they're disappointed, and certainly it wasn't easy decisions to make. The 10 that we found to make our top 10 that we're going to redrive, I thought just in terms of consistency and trying to think back to how they came out with that initial first impression was really, really important. Please don't let those 8 go back without giving them a huge round of applause. They did an outstanding job. A couple different things go their way. Hogs maybe stay with it in terms of stamina a little bit longer. We're maybe talking about making a few changes because it was that deep and that competitive. Excellent group to sort through. We're going to work through these top 10. Again, really, really fun group. Excellent group of intermediates as we sort through our top 10.
John Deere is the official agriculture and turf equipment provider of the National Western Stock Show. Visit your local John Deere dealer for great deals now, and remember, nothing runs like a deer.
Folks around ringside, if you've got a favorite, let's hear some noise. Put your hands together for them. You five can shut them down and just chill real quick. We're going to kind of go through again. And guys, I'm not kidding. When we had 18 of them out here, you could have gave me just 2 random people walking by, put them with the 8 that we dismissed, and I'd have been happy with my top 10 because this has been really good and really, really competitive. So you folks that get pinned a little quicker than I know you wanted to, then I know that when you headed home from wherever you came in the United States and you loaded the trailer and you came to Denver, Colorado, you had ambitions to be higher. I know. I get it. Okay? You guys have put the time and the effort in. There's not a single one of you out here that didn't earn it. All right? And if we could make you all winners, we would. But this is a livestock show. It's not about participation trophies. There's got to be first, second, third, and get them placed because it's teaching about life lessons. All right? So I commend each and every one of you that are over here. You did a fantastic job. And on another day, you just keep working, keep grinding. It'll be your day. I promise. You'll see the results from the time and the effort that you put in. Young man in 10, you did a great job in terms of eye contact, intensity. From the word go, we started this division, did an excellent job of just giving me that first impression, gave me some views of that hog, not just side to side, but chest view, rear view going away, a 3/4 view. The longer we went out here, as we talked about, he wanted to get a little more headstrong, a little more cantankerous, and because of that, we couldn't get to the center of the ring quite as smoothly as I'm sure you would have liked to. But don't hang your head, young man, did an excellent job there in 10. Young lady here in 9, one that we talked about, excellent job again in terms of the speed and the pace that you went at, I thought was just phenomenal. And because of that, you looked under control every time, whether you've been out here for 10 seconds or we've been driving for 30 minutes. You were always under control because you had your pace down. I can tell that you've put the time and the effort in with that barrel to get him drove at the right speed. At times got maybe just a little farther away. Would have liked to seen it to the center of the ring just a little bit more. That's getting awfully critical. Did an excellent job. Young man here driving the Yorkshire Barrow here, and I'm sure, probably when we were driving those top 10, I think we got about half the field wearing something pink and 9 out of 10 driving a belted hog. So I'm sure there's probably comments about that you got to be wearing a pink shirt driving a belted hog. That's not the case. Young man with the lone Yorkshire Pyrenean Barrow here. Thought you did a good job in terms of eye contact, intensity, gave me the right views that I was after. As we talked about, that first impression, which I'm big on, when you came out in class, probably a little amped up, using the whip just a little bit much. And then the longer that we had to go, the barrel got just a little tighter and a little stiffer. Probably if we would have started just a little bit more relaxed, you might have been driving just a little bit longer. But I don't want to take anything away from you. Did an excellent job. Love the eye contact. Love the views that you gave me. Excellent job to that young man there in 8th. Young man in 7th, very similar story, just in terms of eye contact, intensity, giving me all the views. He's maybe the most aggressive showman that we've seen come through in any division so far, and I appreciate that. I appreciate intensity. I can tell you put the time and the effort in to get to the spot quicker than anybody else that you're competing against, and so for that, I give you a tremendous amount of credit. The longer we went, the gilt got just a little more tired, a little more headstrong, and then because of that, probably couldn't control where she was headed and got hung up with just another pig or two. And I'm not talking a bunch. I'm talking 1 or 2 times. That was enough for me to go ahead and make some hair-splitting decisions. Excellent job to that young man. I'm sure it won't be the last time you hear from that young man in a showmanship contest. Young lady here in 6 did an excellent job with eye contact, just really under control, and I appreciate that about her. The longer we went, the barrel maybe got his head down and the shavings just a touch more than I'm sure she would have liked, and because of that, didn't get the best look of her going across the ring every time, especially when we got down to 6 or 7 out here, but did an excellent job. One more time, put your hands together, 6 through 10, please. Really, really phenomenal group of young people to work with. Our top 5, if you'll fire them back up, I think just a number of different ways, however many different combinations, figure it out, whatever that number is. That's how we can place these young people because it's just splitting hairs. It's just a matter of personal preference. And ultimately, whenever it gets to this level and this level of competition, just a little bit of luck is involved as well. Because if I'm not looking right at you and maybe something just didn't go your way, maybe you get saved a little bit because I didn't see it. Whereas maybe you only make one mistake the whole time, but if I was locked in on you at that particular time, I did see it. So those are just the little things that go into showmanship. It's not scientific. There's really no right or wrong answer. It's just one man's opinion, sorting them today and going to ultimately line them up. I think you could go a number of different ways. I just try to go back to first impressions and kind of how those young people come out and hit me, how they come out here in terms of getting those hogs drove, being able to just get them moving and make them look the part. And then again, in terms of questions, not to make it where it's a right or wrong answer and place them that way, but just make them think on their feet just a little bit and explain and be conversational. You know, I'm a judging coach, and that's part of my job too, is making young people make quick decisions, be able to defend them accurately, and then be conversational doing it. So that's kind of some things that I look for. There's a couple of them that still really check those boxes, but I guess ultimately the one that whenever you make me make a decision, the one that's going to be your champion that just come out here and in my estimation really didn't do one single thing wrong and did an excellent job from start to finish. Young man there in the pink shirt's going to win this particular division. Congratulations to him. Second's going to be 11,401 there. I thought she did just an outstanding job and was right there, honestly, neck and neck with our winner in terms of just thinking on her feet, being able to get to the right spots, not get hung up. Really, really close there in terms of first and second. Excellent job to both those individuals. Third's going to be the young man here in the sweater. Thought he did a great job of just staying cool, calm, and collected. You know, maybe wasn't quite as intense as those top two, and I hate to break him on that. Again, it's just personal preference, but an excellent job to that young man from start to finish. Our young lady there is going to be 4. Thought she was just very under control, cool, calm, and collected. Really did an excellent job I talked about maybe what, where you're at sitting in terms of weight on these hogs and then what you've had to do. And she was honest. She said that's kind of a bigger hog. They've kind of had to hold on a little bit and talk through some nutritional things. I thought she was definitely on point with her answers and really made a lot of sense. Excellent job to her. And our young man here in 5th, again, taking nothing away because I thought all 5 of these young people did an outstanding job coming out of the gate in class. That barrel was just a little bit fast, and because of that, didn't look quite as smooth. What was really impressive about that young man is he was able to get that barrel speed better the longer we went. That's hard to do. Normally it goes the other way, right? In terms of keeping those hogs fresh at the beginning and then they get tight the longer that you go. He was kind of the opposite, and so for that I commend him. Just wish we maybe would have got off to just a notch better start in such deep water. But definitely a top 10 that's worth mentioning. Really, really competitive. Put your hands together for him one more time. Excellent group to work with.
Results in the intermediate showman. In 10th place, Aiden Neck, Jeffersonville, Ohio. 9th place goes to Cash Martin, Abernathy, Texas. 8th place, Cash Vogel, Lenox, South Dakota. 7th place goes to Parker Franz, Bethune, Colorado. 6th place, Kylie Kaiser, Eaton, Colorado. 5th place went to Xander Ivy, Blumenberg, Ohio. 4th place, Ellie Kowalski, Bend, Oregon. 3rd place, Lane Mazik, Perry, Minnesota. Perry, Missouri. In 2nd place, Chloe Mayberry, Fayetteville, Arkansas. And she's your reserve champion. And your champion in 1st place, Mason Faulkner, Richards, Missouri. Entering the ring at this time is Heat 1 of the Senior Showman. Heat 1 of Senior Showmanship entering the ring. Saunders Construction was locally founded in 1972 and is now one of the largest and most stable construction companies in Colorado. Saunders offers well-paid positions with opportunities for career growth. Visit us at www.saundersincorporated.com for more information on career opportunities.
get into your first heat here of seniors and just 3 heats of these. So we'll kind of see where our number sits. But we'll probably take 4, maybe 5 out of each of these classes to get to around 15 for that final drive and then cut it down to 10. I think there are 5 that are deserving to come out of this first class, and so that's what we'll take. I think in terms of just the things that we've talked about all night in terms of consistency, getting to the right places, and then just having a little bit of luck go your way as well. I think ultimately will be the ones that we go ahead and gravitate towards and pull back out of this particular age group. Young lady right here in front of me in the purple shirt with the Duroc barrel is going to come back and join us for that final drive. Congratulations to her. Young lady right here with the belted barrel and the white shirt is going to come back and join us there in that final heat. Young lady here in the red polo with the red barrel will come back and join us there for the final drive in just a minute. I got a young man there in a blue shirt with the belted hog coming at me that's going to come back and join us here in just a little bit for that final drive. And then the young man going away from us there with the white barrel. I thought he did an excellent job from start to finish as well. Congratulations to those exhibitors again. Just a couple honorable mentions. Had a young man over here with kind of a chromed up barrel. Did a good job with eye contact. Maybe at times got hung up with just another hog or two. Didn't get to the center of the ring right where I was looking at quite as consistently. The young lady there, 11,460, thought she did a good job as well in terms of just keeping that barrel moving and really did hit me pretty hard coming out of the gate. The barrel just wanted to break down a little too quick, and because of that, didn't look quite as smooth going across the ring. Congratulations. Put your hands together for him if you would. Good way to start the senior age group.
Those that will be returning for the champion drive out of heat number 1, Emily Mead, Kikoa Tapin, Coy Dino, Landry Heidenreich, and Nick Edwards. Those are the 5 that will be coming back for the champion drive out of heat number 1. Now in the ring is heat number 2. Weaver Livestock is committed to helping you be the very best you can be. Stop by their trailer on the hill to check out their full line of show supplies backed by industry experts. Weaver is devoted to fueling your enthusiasm for showing livestock with educational clinics and innovative products here at the National Western.
again, a fun group to work through, and we'll keep 5 of them back out of this particular heat that I think just again start to finish do a lot of the things very fundamentally correct, and we'll put a little stiffer sword on them whenever we get them back out here for that final drive. The 5 that are going to come back and join us there for the final drive. Got a young man over here. With a belted hog that's going to come back there for the finals. Got a young man right here in front of me in kind of the blue sweater that'll come back and join us there for that last heat. I think both them really surfaced and separated themselves out here. Young man right here in front of me with the off-belted hog is going to come back and join us there for that final division. Young lady here in the blue striped shirt with the solid black barrow is going to come back out of this particular class. The 5th one that'll come back and join us out of this particular heat. Again, I think did a nice job from start to finish. Was able to keep that hog moving. Young man right here in kind of the brown shirt with the gilt. Those are the 5. Again, congratulations. Just a couple honorable mentions. Had a young lady there in kind of the flowy top with the calico barrow that did a good job coming out of the gate. Barrow was probably just a little more stop and go the longer that we went out here. Had a young lady here with the Yorkshire Pyrenees barrow that did a good job in terms of eye contact. Maybe at times just got a little hung up with some other exhibitors, some other hogs. But certainly a good set. Let's put our hands together for them if you would. Congratulate them as they head back.
Superior Farms is committed to the care of the flock. Our employee owners believe good things come from putting the flock first. Get the story at superiorfarms.com.
Again, a fun way to kind of end up this senior division here in the third heat. I think a very, very deep group from top to bottom. A lot of talented individuals that come out here and do an exceptional job. And again, we'll stay at 5. I think a few decisions a little closer for sure to make, but definitely some that surface and ought to be committed for their efforts and get a chance to come back and join us for that final drive. Young man here in the white shirt with the belted barrel is going to come back and join us there for our final heat. Young man right here in kind of the blue and pink plaid shirt with a belted barrel will come back and be joining us. Got a young lady right here with the Berkshire barrel that's going to come back and join us there in our final drive. Outstanding job. Young man here with a kind of a crinkle-eared belted hog will come back there for that final heat and be joining us. And then the fifth one out of this particular division is a young lady here in the black shirt. She'll come back and join us here for that final drive. Again, some honorable mentions. Had a young lady there in kind of a leopard print sweater that did a good job of just keeping that barrel moving and giving me a side profile. Maybe at times had to go searching for her to find where she was at. Would have liked to seen her get to the center of the ring just a little bit more if we could have. Had a young man here in the pink shirt that, in terms of eye contact intensity, did a really good job. Barrel was probably just a little more stop and go and got hung up in some traffic just a little bit more than I'm sure he would have liked. But certainly an excellent group to sort through. Again, put your hands together for him if you would. Good way to finish here. We'll sort those top 15 and get it down to 10 here in the senior division.
The 5 that will be coming back in from Heat 3, Kaylee Byram, Keaton Woods, Cyrus Graham, Travis Wallen, Kylie Gillard. That's the 5 that'll come out of heat number 3. Next in the ring will be the champion drive. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I'd like to again thank Kane Austin for the respect he's shown all of our exhibitors that have walked in the ring this evening. He's done a great job. If you'd put your hands together and thank our judge from Inman, Kansas, Mr. Kane Austin. Thank you.
Please give them a big round of applause as those five head back. We talked with them about just some little things that ultimately sorted them. Got 10 individuals here that should be really fun to work through in your finals. Before we do anything else, folks, let's put our hands together for these top 10 for just an outstanding job all evening long. It's been a heck of a lot of fun to sort, and all the divisions were really, really deep and really competitive, and it's no different here in this senior group. I know maybe the fewest classes that we've had in any of the divisions, and maybe not as much numbers, but the quality is here, and you get your top 10 out here, and they just do an outstanding job, and certainly have earned the right to be here. I think back to my days showing and just, as a senior, it's kind of the farewell tour, if you will, in a lot of ways. Maybe hit some shows that you've never been to before, and want to make one last attempt at it. Maybe you go to a show that you've been to a million times, but try to get something accomplished, whatever it might be that you've never been able to do, and just whatever the case may be. You young people, these opportunities and these moments, cherish them because they're not here forever. I know that the age that you guys are at, still show age. Up to this point, this has probably been one of the things, if not the thing, that has dominated your time. That's been on your thoughts and your mind, and what you put all your effort and energy into at home. There will come a day when you don't get to show anymore because you age out. So I encourage each and every one of you to cherish these opportunities, to take the time to give back to young people, and help them as they get started in their show career. I always like to talk to seniors because for me it's about where do they stand and what is their thoughts on where we sit as an industry and as people that get to be involved in these activities. So I just asked the question, what do you think the greatest threat or the greatest issue is to our industry right now? Young lady in the black was the only one to answer a little bit differently. I still love your answer, by the way. Talked about structure in hogs and talked about how we kind of expect something that's built like a bulldog to walk like a ballerina. Is that what you said? And that kind of stuck with me a little bit. I think structure is definitely important whenever we talk about making hogs better. She kind of took it as a focus of phenotype. The other 9 all said the same thing in their own words, but all centered around the same issue, and that was just public perception. And I know that we're flooded with that term. I know that we're hit with things on social media. I know that we're hit with things in our communities. I'll be honest with you, I don't know if the lady that drove me from the hotel to the show today is in the barn, but she asked a lot of questions. Good questions, fair questions, but she had absolutely no idea what was going on at the National Western Stock Show this week. And this is a volunteer that works for this event, this organization. And so I tried to answer those questions as best I could to give her some understanding, but folks, that's not anything new. We're all faced with people in our lives that we know or that we don't know that couldn't have a clue or a care in the world about what we're doing or why we're doing it. And if you don't believe that's true, you're living under a rock. We live in a time right now where we have to have young people go out, tell their story, and let people know that what we're doing here is ethical, is more about building young people than anything about livestock. And when it does come to livestock, we're taking care of them with the utmost respect and integrity for ourselves and for the animal, because there's plenty of people out there that clearly think that what we're doing is wrong. We're never going to change everybody's opinion, but if we can just reach one person, then they go back. They talk to people that they know and say, hey, this is what I learned at the stock show. Hey, this is what I learned from somebody that's involved in the industry. And then we get the ball rolling. It's a snowball effect, and we get people to understand that what we're doing is right. Because I'll be honest with you, I'm 25. I grew up in this industry. It gave me more than I can ever repay it back. But I hope that my kids have the same opportunities that I do. And sometimes I'm scared of that because I just don't know if there's enough people in politics that make decisions for us, in leadership roles that have power, that understand what we're doing. And so, please, go back to your communities. We got people all across the United States in this building, right? West Coast to the East Coast. When you go back talk to the people that don't know a lick about showing hogs or coming to a livestock show, and let them know that it was a positive experience, and talk to them about all the good things that happened and all the good things that we accomplish raising our young people. Please do that, because if we do that, we'll get the ball rolling. The verse of the day, I hadn't even looked at it, but it's Philippians 4:13 on my phone. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. And folks, I didn't come here to give you a sermon, but this is who I am. If you don't like it, that's fine. I'm not in this ring to be liked. I'm in this ring to hopefully give your kids a fair shake, and then just try and spread some good news. There's a lot of things that I can attribute the opportunities and the blessings that I've been given to, given the opportunity to sort shows and whatnot, but nothing, I promise you, nothing is more important to me than my belief, my faith, and my relationship with Jesus Christ. And I hope that all of you can say that. And this is me, this isn't National Western, this isn't anybody back there told me you got to say this, can't say that. This is me. Okay? I believe we are in the best organization, in the best industry in the world. Please remember what it's all about. Not the pigs out here, the young people. Cherish these opportunities, exhibitors, because they go by really fast. Please give back, and let's get the ball rolling. Let's get the ball rolling to let people know that what we do is right. With that, I'm going to put this down. Folks, if you've got a favorite that's out here or not, get on your feet, give them some love. Let's get you a top 10. Been an outstanding group of seniors, and I think, again, number of different ways that you could go with them. For me, it just comes down to personal preference and little things, being able to get hogs drove, being able to get to the open areas, really never making any mistakes. There's a few of them that you could probably say that about as we get out here and name you a top 5. For me, your winner, just one person that from start to finish been on top of it, absolutely did a phenomenal job getting to the right spots, never made any mistakes as far as I could tell. Young man here in the white shirt's going to be your winner. Congratulations. Reserve champion's going to be our young lady here in the green shirt. Thought she did an outstanding job from start to finish as well, keeping that hog moving, maybe just a little more stop and go at times. It's getting critical on somebody that did just a phenomenal job. Our young lady here with the red barrel is going to be third, one that's just under control, cool, calm, collected, maybe at times got just a tick farther away from me, but that, again, just getting awfully critical. I thought she did an outstanding job, just very, very under control from start to finish. Our young man here is going to be fourth. Thought he did a great job as well. Kept that hog moving, great intensity. Barrow wanted to be just a little more stop and go here towards the end. But again, one that coming out gave me a great first impression. Our young lady here in 5 just really relaxed, really cool, calm, and collected. Kept that hog moving. Again, maybe just wanted to wear out a touch here towards the end. But excellent, excellent job. We'll go through and talk them like we have. Young lady coming out in 6. Thought she did a good job of giving me some different views. Maybe got hung up with some traffic a little bit longer the drive we're on. A young lady over here that comes next in 7. Again, great job. Stayed under control. Didn't overwork that hog the longer that we went out here. Gilt just wanted to play out on her just a touch here towards the end. Young man here in 8. Did a good job with eye contact. Again, maybe just got a little farther away, got hung up a time or two with some other exhibitors, but did hit me pretty hard coming out of his class with a good first impression. Young man at 9, Barrow just wore out a little quicker than I'm sure he would have liked. He definitely was in contention and worked his tail off to work his way up. And the young man here in 10, another one that just in terms of eye contact, keeping that hog moving, always giving me the best views, did a good job. Barrow got a little fast pace on him at times, and because of that, didn't look quite as smooth. Been an honor, really enjoyed it. Thank you to the folks back here for keeping things rolling. God bless, good night.
Results of the senior showmanship: in 10th place, Coy Dino, Darlington, Indiana. 9th place went to Travis Wallen, Matin, Illinois. 8th place, Cyrus Graham, East Leroy, Michigan. 7th place, Kylie Gillard, Atwater, California. 6th place went to Landry Heidenreich, Dalhart, Texas. 5th place, Kikoa Tapin, Klamath Falls, Oregon. 4th place went to Nash Stoller, Gridley, Illinois. 3rd, Emily Mead, Sturgis, Missouri. In 2nd place, Kaylee Byram, Sheldon, Missouri. So Sturgis, Michigan. Sorry about that, Emily. Sturgis, Michigan. In 2nd place, and your reserve champion, Kaylee Byram, Sheldon, Missouri. And 1st place and your champion, Keaton Woods, Tipton, Indiana. Start at 9 o'clock in the morning. The doors lock at 9 o'clock tonight. Doors will